But what if Canelo shoves you again in this press conference?
I'm gonna cry like a baby.
Yeah. All right, thank you.
When I start boxing, I say I'm gonna be the best fighter in the world.
If you win this fight, does it push your legacy?
I'm gonna win.
Putting on muscle don't mean that you're gonna be slower. But you punch a little harder.
Andre Ward, one of boxing's most respected voices, isn't pulling any punches when it comes to Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford. The undefeated legend steps in with a sharp, precise breakdown that's got fans on edge. In a sport full of noise, few minds command the kind of authority Andre Ward does, and every word he speaks hits with the weight of a knockout. This isn't some casual take. It's a calculated dissection of two pound-for-pound kings about to collide in a fight that could rewrite boxing history.
What's up, fight fans? It's official. I'm gonna be the third man ringside calling the Canelo Alvarez Terence Crawford fight September 13th at Allegiant Stadium. I'm excited to be a part of this event. I'm excited to be ringside calling this great card and this great matchup. Historic event for many, many reasons for both fighters. Super middleweight supremacy on the line, legacies on the line, your namesake and reputation is on the line. And I just take my hat off to both of these fighters for putting everything on the line late in their careers the way that they are. This is rare, and it's becoming more and more rare in boxing. Guys don't want this kind of smoke. They really don't want to face another counterpart that can ruin everything that they've built. And it really don't matter how much money's on the table for a lot of guys. They'd rather take a lesser risk for less money than to risk everything like these two fighters are doing. So I take my hat off to them. And I also want to give a shout out to Turki Al-Sheikh for all that he's done to put this fight on. Dana White for all that he's done to put this fight on. And one more person that stays out the way and you don't really hear a lot about, but that has done a lot to make this fight happen as well. And that's my brother, Nick Khan. He just gets stuff done, man. And I want to thank him and shout him out as well for getting this done. So I see y'all in Vegas, man. Part of me wants to be home watching this fight in street clothes, but I got to take the street clothes off. I got work to do. I got to put that suit on, get ringside with John and Max, and call this fight like I know we can. Huge event, huge implications, historic night, and I'm happy to be a part. I hope to see you in Vegas at Allegiant Stadium. If not, man, tune in live on Netflix.
Andre Ward, the man who walked away undefeated, sees this fight through a different lens. He's not just talking size or power. He's digging deeper into what truly defines a fighter. Ward reveals that Canelo's real weapon isn't the thunder in his body shots or the sting of that left hook. It's his presence. The way he stalks forward, calm yet commanding, even when he's taking a breath. That quiet control? It breaks opponents from the inside out. They start to feel trapped, like they can't breathe, can't think. And then Ward flips the script, because when Terence Crawford lands, even a single word hurts you. The fight's over. There's no escape.
So what do you think would happen if Canelo fought Terence Crawford?
I'm going with Terence Crawford. You know, big weight jump, a dangerous fight, but somebody's got to prove to me that they can break Terence Crawford's will and that he can't figure it out against him. You know, it ain't no disrespect toward Canelo, but I've said this the last couple of years. I have not been against Terence Crawford against nobody right now. You got to show me that you can beat him.
Then comes the heart of Ward's analysis. The moment everything clicks. He points out that both Canelo and Crawford aren't just punchers. They're punchers. Fighters whose instincts crave damage, whose jabs and feints exist only to pave the way for that one devastating shot. But here's the twist. Ward believes that to win on September 13th, they'll have to betray their own nature. They'll need to think before they strike, to become boxer punchers who value precision over rage. Because one reckless move at this level, it's suicide. This isn't just a fight anymore. It's a clash of pure instinct versus cold strategy. Yet somehow, that deeper battle is already being drowned out by the most talked about issue of all.
You know what I mean? Like I said before, this is the biggest fight in boxing. You know, Terence Crawford versus Canelo, Canelo versus Crawford. It's the biggest fight to be made in boxing, and it's made, and we're gonna make history.
We saw you at 180. Are you comfortable at that weight? Are you walking around that big? Are you comfortable at that?
No, man, I'm 200 pounds, man. What y'all talking about?
The real storm in this showdown. The massive weight gap. Crawford is making a historic leap. 2 full divisions. Jumping from 147 to 168 pounds to take on Canelo for the undisputed crown. Critics are calling it madness, a recipe for disaster. They remember Kell Brook, Amir Khan, brilliant fighters who dared to climb too high and paid the price against men built for that weight. But now, whispers are spreading through the boxing world. What if the size difference isn't what it seems? What if the thing everyone fears isn't even real?
Oh man, Crawford out here body slamming people. Canelo fans are super scared. He filling into the weight. You know he looked like a 168 pounder. That boy looking brolic. Definitely looking big as hell. Hey, September 13th is going down.
Crawford has always been known for something unusual. His ability to rehydrate after weigh-ins, to show up on fight night looking every bit as big, sometimes even bigger, than the men he faces. That's why the talk has shifted to functional weight. Because in boxing, it's not just about numbers on a scale. It's about how a fighter wears that weight, how he turns it into power, speed, control. Canelo has lived at 168 pounds for years, even pushed beyond it. But for Crawford, this is uncharted territory. Is it a reckless gamble, or a calculated move by a man who understands his body better than anyone else? That question alone could make the entire weight debate meaningless. Yet just as fans started to digest that, another storm rolled in. This time not about pounds, but gloves. For years, quiet whispers have followed Crawford. Torn gloves, split seams, especially in his fight against Sean Porter. His team says it's bad manufacturing. Others whisper something darker. Tampering, padding removed, knuckles exposed. There's no proof, just coincidences that refuse to die. And in boxing, where a fraction of an inch can decide a legacy, those doubts linger like smoke. As Crawford steps toward the most dangerous night of his career, the ghost of those gloves returns, haunting him once more, just when the world is watching.
This man needed PEGs, you heard me? Performance enhancement gloves to knock out somebody that we never heard of before, bro. It's sad, bro. You know what I'm saying?
The gloves? No, not really. My coach had addressed some things that he didn't like about Israel's gloves that he didn't like about it. He brought it to the team attention, and of course, you know, we're gonna back our coach, and they stood on their ground and said, hey, either you can wear the same gloves, or, you know what I mean, or not. So we chose to use the same gloves.
While Crawford battles ghosts from the past, a brand new storm is brewing in Canelo's camp, one that feels almost like a betrayal straight out of a boxing drama. Word is, Canelo's been sparring with Jaron Boots Ennis, one of the most dangerous welterweights alive, and potentially Crawford's future opponent. In the tight-knit world of boxing, that move hit like a sucker punch. Fighters from the same city, or those with mutual respect, usually steer clear of helping someone prepare to fight their own. But Boots? He's stepping right into Canelo's corner. Some call it treachery, saying he sold loyalty for a payday. Others see it differently, a young lion testing himself against greatness. Whatever the truth, it adds a fascinating twist. Canelo now gets an inside look at the exact kind of speed, timing, and rhythm Crawford brings, a priceless advantage before their clash. This betrayal might just be the secret weapon that tips the scales. And as these controversies swirl, the boxing world stands split. Even the legends can't agree. Iron Mike Tyson, a man who feels power like few ever have, believes the size and strength gap will crush Crawford. In his eyes, Canelo's weight isn't just an advantage, it's destiny.
What do you think about Terence Crawford calling out Canelo?
You know, I don't like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight, you know. And he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. Right. Should have fought a guy that would just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's herky-jerky, yeah.
On the other side stands Stephen A. Smith, never one to hold back, boldly claiming that Crawford will outbox Canelo, clean, precise, and dominant, over all 12 rounds. But perhaps the most intriguing voice is Amir Khan's, a man who stood across from both of them. He's felt Canelo's raw power and tasted Crawford's sharp surgical skill. And still, he's backing Bud. To Khan, Crawford's mind is his deadliest weapon, his intelligence and timing simply unmatched. When legends like these split down the middle, you know this isn't just a fight. It's a perfect balance of chaos and greatness colliding. But just as the excitement peaks, a new question shakes the story. Is Canelo truly locked in? Or distracted? Because in the middle of his biggest fight buildup, he's suddenly facing headlines about something no one saw coming. Whispers of a potential showdown with Jake Paul.
I was tired. What do you like about the Spence-Crawford matchup? What do you like about the Spence-Crawford matchup?
It's a really good fight. Two great fighters. I think it's going to be a really good fight. I think, no disrespect, but I picked Crawford.
While Canelo has mostly brushed off the idea, the very fact that it's even being discussed has fans questioning. Is his mind truly locked on the danger ahead? Because in boxing, overlooking an opponent is one of the deadliest mistakes you can make. And Terence Crawford? He's the last man you ever want to underestimate. A distracted fighter is an exposed fighter. And Crawford has made a career out of exploiting the smallest openings, turning hesitation into heartbreak. If Canelo's gaze drifts toward an easy payday, that tiny lapse could open the door to a historic upset. What looks like a harmless distraction might just become his biggest mistake. As the bell draws near, the story has grown far beyond strength and size. Andre Ward's blueprint for an upset, a heated debate about weight, the shadow of controversy in both camps. It's all colliding. Legends are split, alliances are cracking, and the pressure is crushing. September 13th isn't just another date on the calendar. It's a test of focus, instinct, and will. The winner won't just leave with belts. They'll leave with a legacy rewritten forever. So, that's it for today's video. If you felt the tension, hit like, subscribe, and ring that bell, because the next chapter in this story is just getting started.